Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today we're going to be looking at the highest win rate hero not only on Dota Buff, but also on Dota 2 Pro Tracker. The hero currently has a 54% win rate on Dota Buff and a 59% win rate on Pro Tracker. These are just unbelievable numbers. So what did they change about the hero? I mentioned it a little bit in yesterday's video, but they buffed the Leech Seed so it's a better trading ability, and they made it much easier to use your shard and take advantage of the 12% movement speed from Nature's Guise. So without further ado, let's break down Treant Protector, kind of talk about what makes this hero really broken, and what are the specific plays you need to make on Treant Protector to make the hero extremely broken. Alright, before we get into the main part of the video, I do want to let you guys know that I'm not only posting videos here on YouTube, I also frequently post videos on the website. If you don't know what I'm talking about, almost every single day I'm posting a new video to the gameleap website. We're going to teach you guys in depth about how to get to the next level. So if you want to become absolutely broken and really take your game to the next level, I'm going to be able to help you, because sometimes the guides on YouTube, there's either not enough of them, they're not specific, or they're just tier lists, which I know you guys love, but at the end of the day, the gameleap website is going to help you get to the next level. So click the link down below and sign up. Alright, so we're going to be following Panda from AG here today, and basically what I think he does really well at level 1 is he finds a good angle. Typically at level 2 is when you're going to get a kill on Treant Protector. The reason why is you're going to stack the slows of your Q, your W, and a blood grenade to get the job done. However, I guess partially because he's with Phantom Assassin, a hero that actually can rush Blightstone, he feels he can get very aggressive. Now, the Blightstone isn't that good against Doom or Rubik, as both heroes have very high armor, so I kind of don't like it, but it ends up working here, and so he comes from the right. The left is fine too, honestly, you don't have to come from the right. And he's going to use the movement speed from Nature's Guise, right, currently 341, to get around the trees and close the gap on the Rubik. Now, they end up just killing Rubik here, and that's part of the power of something like a PA Treant Protector lane. This is definitely one of the better lanes in Dota, also because PA has a sustain issue, right? One of the big issues with Phantom Assassin is when she goes in, she dies. She doesn't even have a stick here. However, with Leech Seed, you're healing for 125 in a damn AoE. So not only is he healing for 125, the creeps are as well, and so is PA, and the Rubik's taking damage. Right, and so this ability has extraordinary impact at level 1. It's insane. And so they just kill the guy, right? Blood Grenade, Leech Seed, Dagger, they just kill him. I mean, it's crazy that that works, but it does. You just need synergy with your safe laner. Now from there at level 2, you're just as threatening. And this is a very common scenario where you're going to hit level 2 before the enemy does. The reason why? Well, Leech Seed is going to heal your creep wave. If you heal your creep wave and the creeps don't die, you will then have more creeps, and so you will hit level 2 first. On top of that, something you have to keep in mind is if you get a kill, you hit level 2 first. Also, if you're winning the early levels, which Treant can, you will hit level 2 first. Or, if you get denies with your 95 base damage, you will hit level 2 first. And if this scenario comes up where you hit level 2, you should go for a kill. You'll see he's going to wrap on Doom here, and it's not really hard to see. He's level 2 and Doom is not, and they try to chase him down. I kind of feel like they misexecuted, but PA gets the job done anyway, and that's Treant laning. The lane's kind of done now. It's not like they can't play the lane on the Doom side. It's just hard, because now he gets off an incredible pull, right? He gets off a pull, which he unblocked earlier. He actually unblocked it before the game started. So he has this pull, and now they push in the lane. The W pushes the lane very hard. Right, you push in the lane, you get your aggression out, you get a couple denies, get your kills, and then you pull. And if you can execute on this, you win the game. Like, obviously I'm exaggerating a little bit, but it's kind of true, because now the lane pulls back, you have some severe net worth advantage already, right? 600 gold, a corrosion comes out, and your chase potential is through the roof with something like a PA. Now from there, one of the best plays you can make on Treant Protector is hitting the portal and wrapping on the enemy carry. This play is actually incredibly broken because all you have to do is pull the small camp, because once you pull the small camp, the lane's going to be in a good spot for your safe laner, right? So you pull the small camp, your safe laner's chilling. This isn't what he does here because he doesn't make this play, but I want to talk about it. You pull the small camp and then you hit the portal, right? Because now what happens is you hit the portal and you just book it through the trees because you're Treant Protector. I mean, it's good on any hero, but on Treant, you just like literally, if they're here, you just sprint through the trees and you gank. You're behind them, you get off a really easy Nature's Grasp that connects to the trees, and people don't know this. If your Nature's Grasp connects to a tree line, it does 50% more damage. So instead of 30 per second, it does 45 at level 1, which is a ton. But yeah, you just wrap, you drop your W, drop your Q, and you get a kill. In this game, he decides to contest a Wisdom Rune, which is obviously reasonable, and they do get it, and I mean, now you have to feel like this game is just unplayable for the enemy side. Oh no, not the TP out too. Now you have to feel like the game's unplayable, because not only did he dumpster the Rubik in lane, this Rubik's right super underleveled, but he hasn't even gotten the other Wisdom rune yet. Now he's level 5. Oh god. Oh god. I mean, the game's over, right? Like, I'm not just saying that. I mean, to be fair, they won all 3 lanes, but he dumpstered his lane, and now he's gonna take this level 5. Thankfully for the enemy team, Slark is already 6, because if Slark wasn't 6, he couldn't even consider showing in the lane. But yeah, a level 5 Treant Protector, level 5 Earthshaker, because they got the Wisdom runes, right? They just are super over leveled, and they can bully out a Slark, right? Look at this, it's so goofy. But the enemy supports can't do anything. They can't do anything, right? Why? Because they didn't get the Wisdom runes, and because their cores got shafted. And so now, he's gonna take the tower, and this is beautiful. Win your lane, take the portal, or take the Wisdom runes, and then gank the other lane. And this is how you snowball your lane as a support nowadays, right? This is how you do it. This is the execution. Now, what's really broken about this hero as well is the mid-game timing. At this point, he's bought his shard, it's coming on the courier now, and he's gonna use that to just maneuver around the fights, right? So he's gonna walk this one off, he's pretty tanky, gets Golem ultied, beautiful tornado from the Invoker, and now he's gonna get a shard, right? So the shard's gonna come off the courier. And now you're invis constantly, right? 27% movement speed. I mean, it's unbelievable because it upgrades the bonus movement speed. And if you root someone by a tree, it does 200 damage and roots them for 2 seconds. This shard is insane, right? 482 movement speed with Boots Windlace. The Windlace is pretty important because you have percentage-based extra movement speed, right? So he's gonna scout the tree line, pops his mana boots, just kind of running around, finding things out, wants to scout the hill with the sentry ward, so he takes the long way and eventually dewards the hill. He gets gone on, but he's fine because he makes the right play. Bad players will panic and die. Good players get their off, right? So he gets his W off, and now he's just gonna heal. Look at his health, right? 600, back to 580, right? He drops to 500 to 600 again. Now his W is back up in 7 seconds, right? It's a 12-second downtime, 5-second duration. So his W eventually will come back up. Doesn't drop it on Slark because Slark can dispel it, but when the dispel goes off, now he pops the W. And once again, the AoE heals come out. Look at his health. Right, as he stands near the Slark, he goes from 600 to 878, then to 950, right? Because heals are pure. Healing is pure. As people forget that. Healing is very, very OP in Dota because it's pure. So instead of doing 350 damage, right, after resistances, that's 275. On your teammates, it is just 350 in an AoE. Now from there, the skill build can vary. You can max your nukes and do a ton of damage. However, I kind of like the angle he takes. It's not an incredible game for the armor, right? It's like decent this game, but it's definitely not insane. But honestly, it is a solid game because 2 of his heroes really benefit from the armor. Necrophos has really, really bad armor, and Invoker's armor, he's universal now, so it's better, but it's not incredible. And so if you have these heroes that have really bad armor, these like ranged int cores especially, then it's great to max out the armor second. It makes them very survivable compared to what they would be. And from there, you're gonna farm it up a little bit and finish your Blink Dagger. Of course, if fights keep happening, take the fights, right? As long as your ulti is up, well, even if your ulti is down, like your hero, the W, just spamming W has so much impact in the early game. But yeah, you wanna try to get a Blink Dagger as fast as you can. It just makes the ulti even better, and you can use it with the shard to blink and hit and root. It won't actually cancel the invis right away. Also, if you play in the right areas and you use the twin gates, you can be incredibly explosive. Now in this clip here, Panda doesn't really use the twin gate, and I actually think instead of pushing in top, maybe he could just let his Necrophos do this, and he could actually just play the gates and make it extremely difficult for the enemy to actually show in any sort of the side lane. And that's exactly what happens here. Now he doesn't hit the twin gate, but it's the same effect of TPing to the outpost. It's just faster and cheaper to use the twin gate. But they find the Primal Beast, he blinks across, and that does not cancel your guys, right? So he's still invis, and he can still root at any time. He waits for the Cold Snap to wear out, drops the Q, which is going to do a ton of damage, then eventually, as the Cold Snap is beginning to wear out, he layers the stun, right, or layers the root, 2-second root onto the Primal Beast, and they get the job done, taking him out. He gets dusted here, and then instead of panicking and running away, he drops his E on himself, and he's like, I dare you to go on me. And this is just good map awareness from him, because his PA is coming over as he jumps in very, very deep here, but he does manage to get the 2-man ulti. I think he's gonna die. No, oh my god, he's just walking it off. That's ridiculous. And PA has Ags? Yeah, I was gonna say, that was some fast kills from the PA. This hero, when it gets ahead, I mean, he's really far ahead, so this is that's kind of extreme jumping into 4 heroes, but look how, I mean, he's so tanky. He's got the Gossamer's Cape too, and so the Doom probably missed his first Inferno Blade hit, unless Rubik hit him, then then maybe not. Oh no, yeah, Doom missed the first Inferno Blade hit. Yeah, he missed. And that saves him a lot of time. It allows him to get his ulti off a bit faster, forces a bad BKB from the Doom. Doom isn't killing Treant, right? That's just not how this matchup works. And so yeah, the heal he's fine. He had the armor going as well, so he's just healing up the wazoo. And alright, that's gonna be about all for today's video, as this game doesn't last much longer. Basically, in team fights, later on into the game, your ulti pierces debuff immunity, so try to wait, have patience. A big part of this hero is really just disabling heroes through BKB in the late game, and people get that wrong. They try to wait for some 3-man ult or some 4-man ult. You do need to wait, you should be waiting. You don't need a 3-man ult, you don't need a 4-man ult. Are they good? Sure. If the enemy gives it to you, sure. If it's early in the fight. But if you're waiting around saving ulti, missing an opportunity to root some BKB'd PA or some BKB'd Sven, then you're really missing out on the value of the hero. That it just ends team fights when you take a Sven out of the fight, right? It makes the hero way worse, right? Way worse. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this analysis and gameplay breakdown of Treant Protector, one of the strongest heroes in Dota right now, and I'll see you in the next one.
And that's all, but remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the GameLeap website where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace.